Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to do something a little different. We're going on a grand visual tour of our cosmic neighborhood. And the best part? We're going to use just one single image as our roadmap to explore the entire solar system, from the very center all the way out. So let's dive right in. And here it is. This is it. You can think of this as the ultimate family portrait of our solar system. You've got our star, the sun, way over on the left, and then all 8 planets stretching out in order. This is the image we're going to keep coming back to as we visit each and every world. All right, so where else could we possibly begin? Our very first stop has to be the star of the show. Literally, the gravitational anchor that holds this whole system together, our sun. You know, the first thing you just can't ignore is the sun's sheer dominance in this picture. I mean, look at it. This fiery churning ball of plasma makes up more than 99% of all the mass in the entire solar system. Its incredible gravity is the only reason any of the other objects we're about to see are even here. Okay, so moving out from the sun, we're now entering what you could call the inner circle. Let's meet the first of 2 very different families of planets, the small, dense, rocky ones. And here they are. You've got Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. As a group, they're all what we call terrestrial planets. Basically, that just means they have solid, rocky surfaces. But as you're about to see, each one has a totally different visual personality. First up, we've got Mercury. It's the smallest planet in the whole solar system. See how it's kind of gray and covered in craters? It actually looks a lot like our moon. And being the closest planet to the sun, well, it has scorching hot days and ridiculously cold nights. A real world of extremes. Next door is Venus, and this one is a world just wrapped in mystery. It's completely covered by this thick, uniform blanket of, get this, sulfuric acid clouds. This toxic atmosphere traps heat like crazy, making it the hottest planet in the solar system. It's hiding a volcanic surface we can't even see. And then we come home. Wow. The contrast is just stunning, isn't it? Earth is the only world we've seen with this vibrant mix of deep blue oceans, swirling white clouds, and those greens and browns of the continents. It is visibly, undeniably alive. And rounding out our tour of the inner circle is Mars. It's got that iconic red-orange color, right? That actually comes from iron oxide, which is basically rust all over its surface. This is what gives the red planet a look that's totally unique in our system. So let's just do a quick recap of these inner worlds. We've got the little gray, cratered Mercury, the toxic yellow clouds of Venus, the living blue of our Earth, and the rusty red of Mars. 4 really unique worlds, but they all share one thing. They're all small, solid, and rocky. That's really the personality of the inner solar system. All right, we're leaving those small, rocky worlds behind us now, and we're about to cross into a totally new territory. It's time to meet the second and very, very different family of planets, the giants. So get ready for a major shift in scale here. The next 4 planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, are giants in a whole different league. They're not made of rock, but mostly of gas and ice. And here he is, the king, Jupiter. I mean, its size is just staggering. It completely dwarfs all those inner planets put together. We're not looking at a solid surface anymore. What you're seeing are the tops of these incredible swirling cloud bands. It's this chaotic, beautiful atmosphere that really defines this colossal gas giant. Next up, the planet that really needs no introduction, Saturn. Yeah, it's also a gas giant, but its whole appearance is just completely defined by those spectacular rings. And they're not solid, by the way. They're made of countless little particles of ice and rock, all coming together to form the most magnificent sight in our whole solar system. Okay, as we move even farther out, the whole color palette just changes dramatically. We get to Uranus's soft, pale blue. This is what's known as an ice giant, and that color comes from methane gas in its atmosphere. And look closely. Its faint rings are tilted just like the planet itself. It's actually knocked over on its side, so it orbits the sun like a rolling ball. So weird. And our final stop on this tour is Neptune, the other ice giant. It basically takes that blue of Uranus and just dials it way up to this deep, rich cobalt. But don't let its serene look fool you. This is the windiest planet in our solar system, a beautiful but incredibly violent world at the very edge of everything we know. So, wow, we've just seen two completely different families of planets. Let's just pause for a second and think about that contrast. What are the key visual differences you noticed between those small rocky inner worlds and these massive outer giants? Well, it really just comes down to three things: size, what they're made of, and of course, rings. So let's break it down one more time for the giants. You've got the striped chaos of Jupiter, the absolutely iconic rings of Saturn, the tilted pale blue of Uranus, and that deep dark cobalt of Neptune. So even with their different colors, the big takeaway is clear. The outer worlds are all giants, they're all made of gas, and they all have ring systems. Okay, our grand tour is almost over. So now it's time to zoom all the way back out, put all the pieces of the puzzle back together, and really see the big picture of our home in the cosmos. And just like that, we're back where we started, looking at our full solar system family portrait. But it's different now, isn't it? It's not just a lineup of random objects anymore. Now you can really see the structure, that bright star, the four little worlds huddled up close, and the four massive giants just reigning over the outer realm. So what have we really learned on this visual tour? Well, first, that everything, and I mean everything, is anchored by our central star, the sun. Second, that our system has this really clear architecture, a family of small rocky worlds close in, and a family of huge gas giants way out there. And finally, that among all this amazing variety, one world just stands apart, our vibrant, living planet. And that leaves us with one final thought. When you see our planet in context like this, not all by itself, but as this tiny, colorful oasis nestled right between a toxic hothouse and a frozen desert, it just drives home how incredibly unique and precious it really is. So seeing our place in this whole system, what does it tell you about our world? It's definitely something to think about. Thanks for joining us on the tour.